The Columbine High School Massacre, which occurred on April 20, 1999, remains one of the most tragic and infamous incidents of school violence in the United States. This event shook the nation and had a profound impact on the way schools and communities approach issues of safety, mental health, and gun control. In this essay, we will delve into the details of the Columbine High School Massacre, exploring its background, the events of that fateful day, the aftermath, and the lasting implications it has had on American society. The origins of the Columbine High School Massacre can be traced back to the lives and minds of two individuals, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, the perpetrators of this heinous act. Harris and Klebold were both students at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. Despite appearances, they hid a dark and troubled side that ultimately led them down a path of violence. Eric Harris was born on April 9, 1981, in Wichita, Kansas. From an early age, he exhibited signs of aggression and a fascination with firearms and explosives. Harris had a history of trouble with the law, including incidents of theft and vandalism. Dylan Klebold, born on September 11, 1981, in Lakewood, Colorado, had a somewhat more stable upbringing, but he was drawn into Harris's violent fantasies. The two young men met at Columbine High School, where they shared a mutual interest in violence and destruction. They began planning an attack on their school, detailing their intentions in journals and online forums. The extent of their planning was chilling, including homemade bombs and firearms. On the morning of April 20, 1999, Harris and Klebold arrived at Columbine High School armed with an arsenal of weapons, including firearms, propane bombs, and pipe bombs. They were dressed in trench coats and began their assault by setting off a bomb in the school's cafeteria, causing chaos and panic among the students. As the smoke cleared, they moved through the school, indiscriminately shooting at students and faculty. The horrifying events unfolded over the course of several hours, with students and staff desperately trying to escape the rampage. Law enforcement agencies from across the region responded to the scene, and a standoff ensued between the police and the two gunmen. The situation escalated as more gunfire and explosions rocked the school. Ultimately, Harris and Klebold took their own lives inside the school's library. The entire ordeal left 15 people dead, including the two gunmen, and 24 others injured. It was a day of unimaginable horror and sorrow for the Columbine community, as well as the nation as a whole. In the aftermath of the Columbine High School Massacre, investigations were launched to understand the motivations and warning signs that had been missed. It was discovered that both Harris and Klebold had exhibited troubling behavior and had even been on law enforcement's radar prior to the attack. The incident sparked a nationwide conversation about the importance of recognizing and addressing signs of potential violence in young individuals. The tragedy also led to changes in school security and emergency response procedures across the United States. Schools began implementing stricter security measures, such as metal detectors and surveillance cameras, to deter potential threats. Additionally, the incident prompted discussions about bullying, mental health support, and gun control. The Columbine High School Massacre served as a catalyst for debates surrounding gun control in the United States. It reignited calls for stricter gun laws and background checks to prevent individuals with a history of violence or mental illness from obtaining firearms. Despite the widespread attention and debate, meaningful changes to gun control legislation have been slow to materialize. The lasting impact of the Columbine High School Massacre extends beyond policy changes. It left an indelible mark on American culture and society, influencing how society views school safety and the psychological well-being of students. The Columbine effect refers to the fear and anxiety that students, parents, and educators experienced in the wake of the massacre. Schools across the nation grappled with how to create a safe and nurturing environment, while also preparing for the unthinkable. The tragedy also inspired various forms of media, including books, documentaries, and films, that sought to examine the events and their underlying causes. These works attempted to shed light on the minds of the perpetrators, the experiences of the survivors, and the lessons to be learned from this dark chapter in American history. In conclusion, the Columbine High School massacre of 1999 stands as a haunting reminder of the potential for violence within society. The lives lost that day, the survivors forever scarred, and the questions it raised about the safety and security of our schools continue to shape conversations and actions in the United States. The tragic events at Columbine High School serve as a somber reminder that we must remain vigilant in identifying and addressing the root causes of violence, as well as enacting meaningful change to prevent such horrors from occurring in the future. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and listen to the story of the tragic Columbine High School massacre. It's a story that still touches the hearts of many and reminds us of how important it is to ensure the safety of our schools and provide support for those dealing with mental health issues. If you believe this story is important and worth remembering, please support our channel. Click the like button and subscribe to us so you can stay updated with our content. Your engagement will help us reach more people and sustain a dialogue on important social issues. The most important thing is not only to remember the victims of the Columbine High School massacre but also to take actions that contribute to preventing violence and improving support for those in need. Thank you once again for watching and for your involvement. Together, we can make an impact and create a better future.